reviews of top products on the market to help you make an educated decision. Learn how you can buy smart and save more. Local 10 problem solvers and consumer reports on Local 10 News.
Tonight on Local 10, spin the Wheel of Fortune at 7:30. Then a teenager lives the life of a rock star on the road, on the run, writing for Rolling Stone magazine. The Oscar-winning Almost Famous is on at 8. Local 10 News is on at 11.
For 7 weeks, they've made their picks. Now it's your turn. Go to local10.com and vote for who you think should sing on the final episode of Pontiac Vibe in Bell South's Gimme the Mic South Florida. One lucky singer gets one more shot at stardom. Vote now.
Local 10 rocks.
Your problem solver station.
On World News Tonight this Saturday, insurgents open a new front in Iraq with deadly suicide attacks by sea. The target is oil. They appear to be coordinated strikes. After days of silence, the first pictures from the devastating train explosion in North Korea. A pro football family makes history.
San Diego Chargers select Eli Manning.
Why isn't this multimillionaire smiling? And a humiliating homecoming for the Japanese hostages, freed from Iraq, but shunned in their own country.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight, Saturday.
Good evening, I'm Bob Woodruff. It has been a deadly day in Iraq by land and by sea. Insurgents carried out rocket, roadside bomb attacks and suicide attacks across the country. At least 8 U.S. troops have been killed and dozens of Iraqis are dead. We have several reports tonight, but we begin first with what appears to be a new campaign by the insurgents to debilitate Iraq's ability to produce oil. On the Iraqi coast near Basra today, suicide bombers in 3 boats attacked an oil facility. ABC's Jeff Morrell joins us from the Pentagon. Jeff, from what I understand, the attackers did not fully accomplish what they set out to do.
No, Bob, but they came within 50 meters of their target. A senior U.S. military official tells ABC News that today's attack could have been devastating and that it took real heroes to thwart it, 2 of whom gave their lives.
The Navy says the terrorists were in 3 dhows, small wooden boats loaded with explosives. Their target, Iraq's 2 main oil pumping stations, both located about 25 miles off the southern coast in the Arabian Gulf.
As our boarding team was approaching the dhow, it exploded, upsetting the rigid hull inflatable craft, sending the crew of 8 into the water.
2 of the 8 U.S. crew members died in the attack. 4 others were wounded. 20 minutes later, 2 other dhows were spotted nearing another oil terminal.
El Basra Oil Terminal security forces immediately took action to intercept these 2 boats, and those 2 boats subsequently exploded approximately 50 meters from the terminal.
The Navy reports no damage to either terminal nor to a Japanese tanker moored nearby. But this marks a dangerous new trend in terrorist attacks. 2 nights ago, insurgents blew up a critical confluence of oil pipelines north of Baghdad, cutting off about half the flow of refined products into the Iraqi capital.
The Navy has dispatched a team to investigate today's attack, but at this point, no one is prepared to say who's responsible. But all agree the U.S. dodged a bullet today.
Jeff,
Bob?
this is a new type of attack. Any information that this could be a different kind of insurgent as well, possibly a different kind of enemy?
Well, Bob, the coordinated waterborne suicide missions are very similar to the attack on the USS Cole in 2000 and an attack on an oil tanker in Yemen a couple of years later, both of which were the work of al-Qaeda. But certainly there are many suspects who have the motive to attack U.S. and Iraqi interests. Bob?
But we certainly don't know yet. Thank you. Jeff Morrell at the Pentagon tonight. And now to the attacks on land. Insurgents struck targets across Iraq today, including Baghdad, Taji, and Al-Qut. In several incidents, the guerrillas directly targeted civilians. ABC's David Wright has more from Baghdad.
A day of scattered violence and ugly images. In Tikrit, a car bomb exploded outside the U.S. base. In Al-Qut, near the Iranian border, 2 U.S. soldiers died when insurgents struck their convoy with a rocket-propelled grenade. In Taji, another 4 U.S. soldiers were killed by incoming rockets. And in Baghdad's Shiite Muslim slum, Sadr City, explosions rocked a crowded market. Witnesses say a mortar struck a truck carrying propane tanks, which also exploded. killing 14 Iraqis. A busy day of bloodshed that U.S. officials shrugged off as nothing unusual.
We've had a number of attacks in the last 24 hours. It doesn't seem to be anything extraordinary.
But to Iraqi civilians who are bearing the brunt of the casualties, it is